Hello. I hope you were as inspired by His Majesty King Charles's Christmas message as I was. I thought it was truly uplifting and exactly right for our times. If Rishi Sunak struggles to identify with the people, His Majesty King Charles does not. This was a message to the poor, to those struggling, to those of Christian faith, and to those of no faith and many faiths. I think King Charles has absolutely put his finger on the pulse of the nation. It's immensely impressive. Of course, there was no mention of Princes Harry and Andrew, who have effectively been exiled or exiled themselves from the royal family. This is exactly the right tone. And also the references to Her Majesty, Queen Elizabeth, Her late Majesty. Again, absolutely right. The new king is carrying on her tradition of putting Christmas at the heart and his message at the heart of the Christmas celebration in this country. And it's a message of hope and, as he said, of light. I earnestly hope that people in our government take notice of this message and of the positivity and of the universality of this message. Apparently it was recorded as the government locked shoulders against the NHS workers. When I was last in hospital, I remember I thought that the way to get through this trial of being treated, because it's difficult whenever anybody's in hospital. It's a difficult experience. And I thought the trick was to spend as much effort as I could learning the names of the people who were treating me and trying to find out more about them. And, you know, your inside is screaming, me, 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 me. But I tried hard to fight that instinct. I didn't always win, of course, but I did learn some of the stories and of nurses who had to travel great distances because they weren't allowed to park in the hospital car park. What utter rubbish. You know, and I'm sure the many bureaucrats who run these hospitals have their own parking spaces, and yet the people who are actually doing the work, who need to be on site, who need to be at the bedsides of people who are sick and relying on them, these people, you know, it's just the wrong way round. And if the bureaucrats can't get it right, if the bureaucrats can't negotiate and ensure that the people who are actually doing the work are able to live and function and feel valued, then those bureaucrats should resign or take a pay cut so that others can benefit. We've become a country that is in wake to bureaucrats, to bureaucracy. And bureaucracy is a fake god. There are many words in our language which are derived from Greek, and bureaucracy is not. Bureaucracy is partly derived from Greek and partly derived from French. Unlike aristocracy, which means rule of the best, aristo, best, kratos, rule. Democracy, rule by the people, demos, people, kratos, rule. Bureaucracy, kratos, rule, bureau, desk. In other words, we're being ruled by a piece of wood. That is what bureaucracy is, to be ruled by an inanimate object, an object that cannot think, an object that has no sympathy, an object that is lifeless. And we want to give that more money. What utter madness. God save the King.